Territory. Panda. Panda. Knowledge. Terry Project.
Hey, Andrew.
Oh, hey, Panda. What's going on?
I was checking out the garden. How's it going?
It's going really well, thanks.
Cool. So, Andrew, what was your role here again at the UBC farm?
I have two roles. I'm the caretaker, so I live on site, and I'm the field academic coordinator. So this is fantastic. This is one of our favorite projects. It's the Urban Aboriginal Community Kitchen Garden Project. We run it in partnership with the Vancouver Native Health Society, and it focuses on a lot of things. It started as a diabetes prevention program, working with Aboriginal folks in the downtown east side, and it's expanded quite a bit to include just all sorts of measures of preventative health based in traditional teachings of a lot of people who use the garden.
Do they decide when they're going to harvest and who will harvest it, and how are these duties kind of divided amongst the community?
Well, the community works very much together. The program has a project coordinator on site. Her name is Mary Holmes, and she's a Vancouver Native Health Society staff, and so she'll set some of the more strategic direction of the project and do fundraising and things like that. But when you're out in the garden, it's anyone who's here is involved, and it's kind of each according to their ability and each according to their need. And so you may get some of the elders who might not have as easy a time kind of stooping over, just sitting on a chair and watching what goes on, or maybe if they're feeling active, they'll be watering that day, or they'll be doing something their body can allow. And at the end of the day, though, everyone is taking home a share of what's coming out of the garden. It's recognized as a healing place.
And how do UBC students interact with this project in particular?
We've had a few graduate students who focus their graduate research. One student, for example, in the Faculty of Land and Food Systems looked at the health impacts of the project on participants. So another way that students engage with the project, for example, is with this smokehouse, which is brand new to the program here, and we can go and check it out if you want.
Yeah, let's go check out the smokehouse.
All right. It's been a real kind of center for celebration. Lots of feasting around the smokehouse. Lots of people invited to sort of share and learn. Lots of different nations teaching the different ways they smoke fish.
The Aboriginal Community Garden and now the smokehouse hasn't just become this center for gardening. It's actually become like a cultural and community initiative that really brings everyone together.
Yeah, that's exactly it, and we're especially excited about that given UBC's recent Aboriginal Strategic Plan, and the potential that this site has for getting more Aboriginal students involved out here in a place that's more friendly than a traditional university setting, right? We're surrounded by trees. It's not the sort of more sterile, formal classroom setting, and we have been beginning to make those links between Aboriginal students on campus and the UBC farm.
Andrew, what are some of these crops that we have out here?
Well, right now we're in the middle of our kind of annual rotation fields, and right in front of us we've got some garlic. It looks a bit patchy because we've been selectively harvesting some to take to market. Beyond that, we've got, well, right now we're in the allium field. That's a crop family that includes garlic. It includes leeks and onions, which you see beyond the sunflowers there. And we've also thrown in some corn, which you see beyond the leeks and onions, into this field. Beyond that, you can't see much because it's all pretty short. That's our brassica field. That's the family that contains like broccoli, cauliflower, kale things, but we're growing a lot of leafy brassicas, a lot of things like mustard and mizuna and arugula for our salad mixes. And beyond that, we've got, you know, Swiss chard and beets and carrots and our lettuces and things like that. So we grow over 250 varieties of fruits, veggies, berries, and herbs. So if you're interested in doing a project out at the farm, you can come and talk to me. That's my job, is to receive those kind of proposals initially, and then we talk about them back and forth. We've had students do projects from land and food system, forestry, education, science, arts, applied science, journalism, nursing, you name it, just faculty's kind of all over the place. So anything goes. We have a lot of interdisciplinary work going on here, and we're welcoming more. We're definitely encouraging students to get out more and make use of this incredibly unique resource that they have and that a lot of other universities don't. So getting involved academically is one way. They can also volunteer. We have about 300 volunteers from students and the community every year. They're out in the field with us, learning where their food comes from in a hands-on kind of way, doing everything the farm staff does out in the field. You can also volunteer at the markets, volunteer with the children's programs, with the Aboriginal programs, with a group called Friends of the Farm, which does more advocacy, education, and outreach and fundraising kind of work. So that's two ways. The third way is just come and enjoy the site. It's open 9 to 5, Monday to Saturday on the on-season. And we'd love people to come out and have picnics and bring their family and bring their friends. You can also shop at the markets. That's another way to get involved on Saturdays again from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Just at the main building as you enter the gate there. And also, this may not be a great option for students, but you could get involved by donating as well.
Yeah.
We're always looking
but for
donations.
those that could donate, we can give the information as well on the blog.
That's great. Thanks.
And how do the donations contribute to the farm? What type of things do they go to?
Well, essentially 2/3 of our operating budget comes from grants and donations.
Wow.
So we rely on them heavily, and they go to sustain all the academic and community programming that we do on site. They pay the staff wages, they buy us equipment that we need for research and for field work, and they go towards just improving the operation, doing more outreach to students to get more students out, because we've been hearing the past few years that not everyone knows about it, so we're trying to get to the point where everyone will at least know it's here as an option. And
It's Terry Panda engaging with some other species at the UBC farm. Terry Panda, signing off. Now how do I release the bird? Okay.